today again I am back with a new topic for the current affairs for your exam. Since this is the time that we are having a lot of sporting events, so we'll be discussing another sporting event today after the Olympics. That is, we are going to talk about the ICC World T20. So it becomes an important tournament because of some reasons. The first reason I think is that the tournament is happening after 5 years. So it happened last in 2016, now it's happening in 2021. And this is also one of the tournaments which got postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So somehow becomes relevant, more important. So we'll talk about those things, but as we start, we always cover all the bases so that we can cover all the static parts as well. So we'll begin with the advent of T20 cricket, how it started, what was the first game and all those things. After that, we'll move gradually towards the World Cup and towards the current edition. Okay, so the first thing is the advent of T20 cricket. Okay, so as we know, cricket is one of those sports where you have different formats. Okay, so T20 is the third as well as the newest format of the game. And as the name suggests, it's a 20 over format. Okay. T20 cricket was started in 2003 by England and Wales Cricket Board. Started in 2003 by the ECB. Okay. And the first international game, or the first T20 international, game, it was played in 2005. And this game, it was played between Australia versus New Zealand. Coincidentally, the same teams which played the final this year. So these were the teams who played the first T20 as well. Okay, the T20 was played in Auckland. And if you need the name of the stadium, then I might write that down as well. It is known as Eden Park. Okay, so these are the things with relation to the history of the T20 cricket. And one more thing, I'll also tell you about the captains. The captain of Australia was, or the first T20 captain ever, is Ricky Ponting. And with respect to New Zealand, this guy was Stephen Fleming. So these are some things which you should be knowing, okay, regarding the history of T20 cricket. Also, now one more thing, when it was started in 2003 by the England and Wales Cricket Board, it was started as a domestic competition and it became an international affair in 2005. Okay, so these are some of the important things, but I'll also tell you an interesting fact or trivia, that is, again in 2021, England and Wales Cricket Board, they have started something new. And you can say this is the fourth or just a minute. So you can say that this is the fourth or the latest format, and this format is known as the 100. So this is maybe something which might come of use to you. So this is mostly about the history of the T20 World Cup or the history of T20 cricket in general. Next, I'll be moving on to the other part. I'll be moving on to the history of T20 World Cups, because when you are talking about T20 World Cups, there's not a lot of important things which you want to keep in your notes. But there's some things which respect to the history which you should be knowing, because they can always ask you static questions which you have seen this year as well. So let's talk about the history of the T20 World Cup. Okay, so if we talk about the history of the T20 World Cup, the first ever edition, it was played in 2007. Okay, first ever venue was South Africa. Okay, first ever champions, India. Okay, and runners-up for that edition with Pakistan. Okay, apart from this, in terms of the history, you should be knowing some more things as well. that is the man of the tournament in this first edition. It was not from India, even though they won the World Cup. It was Shahid Afridi. Okay. The tournament was supposed to be played every 2 years, but it has been played in the following years. I'll write it down: 2007, 2009, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016. These are the previous editions of the tournament. Okay. I'll write down the hosts as well: South Africa, England, West Indies, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and India. These are the hosts for the tournament. Okay, in the previous editions. Okay. One more very interesting fact with respect to the T20 World Cup. The T20 World Cup has been won twice by only one team. Only one team has managed to win it 2 times. That is the West Indies cricket team. They had won it in 2012 and in 2016. They had won the World Cup in 2012 plus 2016. These were the 2 editions and the West Indies was the champion. Apart from this, maybe I don't really think there is anything else which is much important here, so I'll just wrap it up here. I'll go to the next part. Okay, the next part, before I move to the current T20 World Cup, I'll just tell you some more things. Okay, one of them is the first ranked cricket team before entering this World Cup was England. Okay, the first ranked batsman was Babar Azam. Okay, and the first ranked bowler was Tabraiz Shamshi. Okay, so this guy is from South Africa and he is from Pakistan. Okay, so that is it. But I think these are fluctuating things; they keep fluctuating. So ICC ranking is not very important, but I have just written it down for your comfort. Now I'll move to the current edition or the 2021 edition of the tournament. Okay. Okay, so firstly, the 2021 edition, there was never a World Cup in 2021. We had the World Cup was supposed to happen in India, and 2020 the World Cup was supposed to happen in Australia. Okay, these were the 2 things. But what happened is the 2020 edition supposed to happen in Australia, it got cancelled, and this edition was moved ahead to 2022. Okay, so this is something which you should know because of the COVID-19 pandemic. For 2021, the host remained to be India. Okay, India had the hosting rights. Okay, however, the tournament was not played in India. The venues for the tournament were not India, even though India had the rights. The venue was UAE and Oman. And Oman for the first time ever hosted a ICC tournament because it has never hosted one before. Okay, next. So like I told you that the venue for the World Cup was supposed to be India, but it was later shifted to UAE and Oman, and India had all the rights with them, the ticketing rights and the revenue, everything else. Okay, apart from that, this year's World Cup saw a change. It saw debutant nations, new nations for the first time. Those debutant nations were, one was Namibia. It played the T20 World Cup for the first time ever. And the second debutant nation was Papua New Guinea, or PNG as they say. Okay, I don't think there's a lot you should know about them, but I think, no, I don't think you need anything else. You just need to know the names of these countries. Okay, next. The final of this tournament was held in Dubai, at the Dubai International Stadium. Okay, and this is also called Ring of fire because of its structure. Okay. So these are some more things. One of the hosts for this tournament, it was Sharjah. Sharjah hosts this unique record of hosting most ODIs, which is the other format, 50 overs. I am telling you about this piece of knowledge because you never know. When they ask you about the T20 World Cup, they can definitely relate it to this fact because Sharjah was the host for this tournament as well. Okay, next. Some more things. The president of the BCCI, while this tournament was being conducted, was Sourav Ganguly. Sourav Ganguly was the president. Okay. Next is India got knocked out in the group stage. India out in group stage. And after this group stage exit, there was a change in India's management and India got a new coach. Since Ravi Shastri retired, so the new coach for India was Rahul Dravid, and this is very important. That Rahul Dravid was appointed as the new coach of the Indian team after India's exit from the World Cup. Okay, next. There were some other things which happened during the World Cup which I'll talk about. Shakib Al Hasan from Bangladesh, he became the highest wicket taker in T20 cricket. Highest wicket taker in T20s, T20 internationals, and he surpassed the former great who was, I'll just write his name here, who was Lasith Malinga. He earlier held this record, which was broken in this tournament. Okay, one more thing is that this is the first ever T20 World Cup which saw 3 hat tricks, which is very unusual because hat tricks they don't happen over 2, 3, 5 World Cups, but this World Cup saw 3 hat tricks. One of them was a 4-in-4, 4-in-4 balls. That was taken by Curtis Campher from Ireland. This becomes important because this generally does not happen in cricket. This happened for the second or third time and he is from Ireland. He is from Ireland, okay. So Curtis Campher becomes important. Apart from that, there were some more developments happening in the World Cup. That is, you should know who the champions are. The champs were Australia. Okay. You should know who the man of the tournament was. The man of the tournament was David Warner. Okay. You should know who got the highest wickets. Highest wickets, highest runs, and highest wickets. Okay, so highest runs was Babar Azam. And highest wickets was Vanindu Hasaranga. Okay. This is from Sri Lanka. This is from Pakistan. Okay. Now, I'll just tell you some more small pieces of information with regard to this World Cup. In most of the matches, we saw people take knees, teams take knees, and this was for the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay. If you want more knowledge about this, you should read about the George Floyd case, which happened last year. Okay, so Black Lives Matter movement was very much highlighted in this tournament. Apart from that, this tournament also ensured the qualifications for the next World Cup, which is in Australia. So, for the next World Cup, the top 8 teams qualified. That is not very important, but I'll tell you 2 teams which did not qualify, which will fight the qualifiers next year. That is Sri Lanka, and for the first time, two-time champions West Indies failed to qualify. So they will be playing a qualifier next year. Apart from that, there is one more very important piece of news which I will tell you, which is not exactly the T20 World Cup thing, but it is an important thing. Okay, so I'll tell you about that. CVC Capital as well as RP Sanjeev Goenka Group. CVC Capital and RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, they bought 2 new teams for the IPL, and the IPL from next year will be of 10 teams. So the 2 new teams which they bought were Ahmedabad and UP, or Lucknow as they say. Okay. So these are the other pieces of information which you might need. There is nothing more in the T20 World Cup. It is a very short topic. If you cover everything which I told you, I think you are done, you are safe. You don't need to cover anything else apart from this. And maybe one more thing which you can know, that India's new T20 coach, of course it was Rahul Dravid, but India has a new captain also, which is no more Virat Kohli, it is Rohit Sharma. So that is something which you might need. The last thing. That is all from my end for the T20 World Cup. We are done today with the piece of information. I think if you just figure this much out and if you study this much for the World Cup, that is more than enough. No need to get into more intricacies. So that is it from my end, guys. If you like this video, please leave a comment and tell us about your thoughts about this video. And if you enjoyed the video, you are learning a lot from this channel, then please hit the subscribe button. So we'll see you on the next video. Bye.